band, D.F.D demos, or Death Destruction. So we're gonna talk about the first anniversary of Evils Are Done. But first we talk about the second anniversary of Natural Poetry. So let's do that. So the first song, well, all instrumentals were written by all of us, maybe, yeah. So the first song is about like immigration, and it's also a cover of poem, like the Canterbury Tales. So, and then we put a lot of effects on reversed vocals sometimes. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, we come up with the sound. Now the second song, Welcome to My Community. Well, I told them they're so noisy. Anyway, the second song, Welcome to My Community, is about, welcoming Cars users to the Cars community. And sometimes even the music band community, I guess. Yeah, apparently the original version in 2021 was cut a bit, so we added an extra background vocal and extra like an extra minute timing of like lead guitar playing the original from the original take, and then yeah, it came out like last year a bit almost. So the remastered version came out, so it was good to know. And then yeah, basically that. The third song, well, Wherever I Hang, is one of our famous songs. Well, yeah. Hey guys, what's up? Like the video, please. And then yeah, it's a part. Oh come on, they left. Anyway, it's like, well, about immigration kind of as well. It's also immigration, but like enjoying new life as you're living in it. Like London, but the narrator, Wherever I Hang, Grace Nicholas, I think. Yeah, or worse. Yeah, enjoying life, the new life. So, and then the fourth song, Joe Who's, the most random song ever. Like the drum track. Oh, nice, thanks. Now the drum track for fourth, the fourth track is the same drum track for Haters on Me Suck. That's right, the 10th song. Hey guys, what's up? It's kind of funny because Joe Who, that song was like a pun on Joe Mama or Joe Biden. I don't know, both. And so I said Joe Who, and then a response would be like Joe Mama. That's what we respect. It was basically a joke song. Yeah. So and then the next song, well, Night Mail is about delivering mail during the night, kind of like Christmas, except it's not Christmas actually. So kind of like a surprise, where like the people are sleeping and the mail gets delivered at nighttime by a train. So no wonder it's night mail. So yeah. Now the next song, Gap Year, is also coincidentally the greatest deep cut from Natural Poetry's. It's because, well, not only it's because of the accidental phone call in the second take. Yes, there were two takes. The first take was just like interrupted, so I had to retake it all the way through in the second take. Somehow my phone rang during a vocal track, and it made sense. You know what I mean? When we were recording at least a guitar track, or I don't know, the phone call came by and it made sense. The background vocals were recorded with the drum track, so somehow it made sense because like this story is about like part one is about how a baby was born and the mother took care of a baby. Then the part two is like when the baby grows up to be a man and goes to Peru and shows him about like in a vocal about his own face. Hello guys. And apparently it looked like it was fuzzy, kind of like how he like in the back of the day, like when you see the baby ultra scanner thing, and then it was like fuzzy. Yeah, it was kind of like that. Kind of reminded her. And then the grandfather calls her, and when we do this live, it's General Jeff who sings that part, not me. And sometimes I go crowd gang vocals in some songs and change my voice directionally. But then when we do it live, it's like gang vocal. Some the fans sing along maybe, and even my band members like General Jeffrey and Sussy sing along. Yeah, so yeah. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Okay. Yeah. And the phone call was like a coincidence and a success to us because it made sense because like the phone call is ringing to the mother, and so it was like an accident, a happy accident basically, which we kept. So, and it's also part of samples in my keyboard when I perform it live. Now, so the next song, Buzz Lightyear, is about like Buzz Lightyear going like, I don't know, just Buzz Lightyear in a nutshell, like the movie, even before it was even released. Kind of predictable, but not the success rate, like how it became a failure. You know what I mean? But like originally, some songs like Buzz Lightyear, Beast Wars, and Turning into a Red Panda were supposed to be meant for the movies, like Buzz Lightyear movie and the Turning into a Red Panda movie, and like Turning Red movie, and then oh yeah, and the Transformers Rise of the Beasts, but it didn't go on because it was low quality. I get it. Yeah. So my neck. Wait, how do you have a neck? Oh, exactly. What? Anyway, anyone likes to chat? Okay. So yeah, there was pretty reversed vocals, and yeah, yeah. Sometimes I bass in some multi tracks. Oh, come on, they're gone. But at least one of them liked. So. And sometimes the bass guitar goes is in the guitar multi track, so we call it bass. So we play both in live. So yeah, we accidentally like performed guitar and bass guitar in the same track. I guess sometimes it's often okay. And then the next song, well, it's called and the next song, well, Sweet Child is written by Willis Wallace. Yeah, and apparently he was like against slavery at the time, and he sang that song to everyone, and all the black people sang it when you know, and somehow we made the song sound like a western type of thing, kind of like how it was in the 1860s. Ah, my nose. Uh, okay. Alright. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm alright. I just want this to be uploaded at after party right now, which we're doing right now. You just said that. I know. I know. I know. So, and then the next song, well, bullies is basically about our bullies, which we hate. So, however, it just features samples of the Green Day band singing, and even kind of me singing backwards. And yeah, and then the next song, Haters Will Be Sucks, which has the same drum track from Joe Who, and so it was reversed. Yeah, when we perform live, we sing it forwards. Yes, we sing all backwards messages in reverse songs forwards. So yeah, now the next song, Surrender, is about how Sussy wants to play tag. Gerald Jeffrey doesn't, and I hang out with Gerald Jeffrey more than Sussy sometimes because I trust him and he's like cool. Sussy's also cool, but like sometimes I had a crush back then, and I was like wanted to take a break and like wow. Okay, sorry. Okay, and then yeah, and the Lions coming to 6 minute world. Awkward to my crush. Okay, then the next song rejected was back then is about well, be rejected by my enemies. And back then, Killer was just new to the school we were in, and it was kind of like a bully at first. Mini bully. But then I got used to it because that's how friendships sometimes go. Like they call me stupid, and I get used to that. But when someone else from outside my range calls me stupid, I get mad. You know what I mean? Now the next song, requests was basically about a real thing about in YouTube where it's still relevant today. It's still happening. So it's like about people who like cars users ask me to do more racing car scenes, even though like literally I've done them, and sometimes they do some stuff like Bobby Swift, like do Bobby Swift scenes or Brickyard. Like I'm not doing that. Besides, I'm tired. It gave me bad memories when I was like. It took me ages to make all of them, like all the background racers. You know what I mean? And then some people are like, "Oh my God, why'd you make doing it on our junior and not Cal Weathers and Brickyardi?" I'm like, it's my opinion, it's my choice, it's my choice. You don't control my life, all right? Okay. And the request, start of requests was originally gonna be a tribute called Do Sir Ahmed. That sounds wrong, but at the same time, tribute. I don't know. I guess the science teacher. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then. Oh yeah, I remember General Jeffrey getting told up because he said monkey, even though he wasn't talking to a black person. He was talking to someone else. Yeah, I got told off. She just wants me to get in trouble for tumor. Don't say it out loud. Anyway, uh, so now, haha, I won. That song is about imagining fast phone winning in the point of view of a fast phone winning and the Paul Conroy in last place. Basically, that it's kind of stupid, but at the same time, kind of a good song. But like all the equipment started to get better during the last few songs from the track 30 to, you know, then the 15th song AI, which was secret until like September 2021, I guess. Same with the hidden track. Surprisingly, we wanted it in the EP, but then some other master thought it was funny to keep it a secret. And I was like, no, 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 no. What the heck happened when I checked it? We performed that in those songs live even before it got like back on the track list, remastered. You know what I mean? So AI is just basically stands for artificial intelligence, but at the same time it's for American agents or artificial idiocracy. I don't know. You could come up with it anyway. But it is definitely American Idiots. And Gerald Jeffrey sings in that track. Yep, I do. Okay, what else? We are in. And then Beast Wars. Yeah, that song. So Beast Wars, well, is also a famous track, single, of the EP. And then Beast Wars, well, is about, you know, talk about Transformers, Rise of Beasts, basically movie. Almost the entire movie script. Even though it wasn't like, even though the script wasn't even fully leaked, so I guess I didn't know about the Unicron, so I only knew about the Beast Wars stuff and then like the Transformers, so it was the most random song as well, kind of like A.I. and Joe Who, but at the same time, that song was not. So the next song, and it has samples of Green Day again, so from and with A.I. also had a sample of J. Cool and Green Day, So and then the next song, Turning to Red Panda, is literally the most famous song from our EP and the famous song of our D.F.D demos channel of all time somehow. Like it has 10,000 views. What about the other songs? Like it's just the instrumental. Like I get it's historical moment with the music video, but at the same time, can at least a new song like Bombs and Angels get like more than that? Like at least 1 million? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. So turning into rap part, it's just basically percussion. And me and Sussy wrote that. And yeah. And I put the string arrangement in the keyboard since yes, it was not actually strings, but at that it actually was a string arrangement, but I conducted and written it. So the string yes, string arrangements existed even in our first EP if you wonder. If you didn't pay attention, then you're dumb. Anyway. No offense, no offense, no offense, no offense, no offense. Now the next song, Nimrod, is like one of the another famous song that I enjoy, like because it's like the ultimate closure in live shows, mostly because sometimes it is actual other songs like for example live at the Piano Stadium and the Revolution War tour. It's different because like the last songs in the Revolution War tour was like a place of sacred sins, and the one in the live at the Piano Stadium was like trying silence demo. So you know Yeah, we are aware. So Nimrod has like reverse vocals in the second half of a song. So and then it's just a drum beat sample, which we later sampled in the remix version of Dutch Project named Remade, and made an entire new song, almost a new song, but with the same lyrics from Nimrod as well. Basically remix. Remade, just as it says. And then the hidden track named Apocalypse is Coming. Well, it's about a joke. It's a joke song about the end of the world, and surprisingly, it's more relatable and relevant. Surprisingly, it was meant to be a joke, but now it's getting worse. The world, because woke media. Now we finished talking. I don't know. Oh yeah, so we made a couple of demos before we our. And it's also 3 years old. A few days ago, our band was turned 3 years old. Yes, that's right. We've been there for 3 years as a band. So basically, we made demos a couple of times. Like the first demo was Sabotage. The last demo, there before getting a record deal from Filmora Go was like, I don't know what, the COVID-19 of Misery, which we hated COVID-19. So you know, shout out to China. No offense, China. Anyway, okay. Now, should we talk about? Yep. Now, hello, Destroyer. Hello, Professor Unique, and hello, Joel, and hello, Killer. Hello, Bear. You could join now. Sweet. Okay. So, now, the first song, Chaos, was originally a demo, which is already in YouTube, but well, it was meant to be a 2 minute demo. There was another demo of it, which had me and General Jeffrey and Sussy's vocals in it. But they didn't. We didn't record it anyway, so we tried remaking it again in the actual studio for our debut album. Yes, it was meant for the debut album, and then it failed. So it then turned to a multi-track of another song, which is called Chaos itself from the Kitka song. Apparently, demo. Yeah, it had those samples. And then, anyways, the next song, Shadows, was originally meant to be the original name of Believe Us, but then changed to Shadows. Well, original name of Believe Us, but then it changed to Believe Us, and then another song named Shadows came by. Yes, two names, and surprisingly, it's just a low tone voice. I wrote it myself, but basically in the lyrics. Now it's about like chaos is about like me and and all of our not unsatisfaction with how people like children being noisy and like basically that like too much noise because it's chaos and the end of a world sometimes. And our shadows is about me and well my satisfaction with my crush, like, and how I was sometime well the year before the EP was released, I saw her at the cinema, I think. And I did not follow her. I just saw her, recognized her face immediately when I was like standing, because I was going to like a fun fair with a group, I guess. So and we were still recording some demos of acoustic demos. So and anyways, back to what I was saying. Um. Oh yeah. So and then the shadows and then Valentine Girl was also about my love, but it's also about maybe Sussy's love and General Jeffrey's love. Back then, hi guys, General Jeffrey had a crush on a girl named Louise. Should I say that out loud? Maybe I don't know. Back then, she was General Jeffrey's girlfriend back then. But then they broke up in July, so it's sad. It's definitely sad. So okay, they left. So anyways, and then like most of the demos have no background vocals, and we only recorded a bit of the background vocals. But then Lucario ordered us to like finish the rest of our songs with harmonies and sections. You know what I mean? Yeah, and alternative mixing, you know. So, and then the next song, Evil is Done, has General Jeffrey singing and me singing. So yeah, and when we do it live, it's just you could tell who sings during live performances because you could read the description in each live at this piano stadium's versions of the songs. You know what I mean? So Evil is Done is basically about how corrupt and evil my bullies are. You know what I mean? Now the fifth song, Queen of Demons, was originally about my love inner demon, inner demon, my crush, which sometimes isn't in school, and she had a big departure during February 2022. That's why she wasn't in the band anymore because she was ill. She was trying to recover, and then she joined the band after the fourth EP was released. So good to know. And we already started recording anyway. So yeah, she only wrote one song, few songs, few demos before she left the band because, well, you know, and that one song, which we recorded together with that inner demon, was Habits. Yeah, Habits. And she also wrote Don't Know Anything. So yeah, she wrote these two songs, and yeah, which Don't Know Anything turned out to be a rarity of, well, the calmest death, I guess, or maybe Natural Virtues Volume 2. So yeah, apparently like Queen of Demons was originally gonna be like the famous song in my imagination that is gonna be the debut album, but then LOVE took its place and became my favorite. Yeah, basically that. And then the next, which George Jeffrey also wrote that song because he imagines Louise. Back then he loved her, you know. So the next song, Taking Life Away, is about, well, originally a B side of a debut album, but then it became an A side of the fourth EP. So kind of lots of songs in it originally meant for the debut album, basically that. So well, the song "Taking Life Away," well, was about like I don't know, imagination, a dream that I had where my crush becomes evil in the back rooms, Queen of Demons, just like the previous song, but in a bad note, and the fact that I'm doomed forever in the dream. Yeah, basically that. And it was one of my favorite deep cuts of all time from VEP. Next song, Dear Dads, the vocal cover, was about police brutality. Well, yeah, in the 2000 police brutality thing, which was written by System of a Down, my favorite band, and Destroyer's favorite band as well, and maybe Joel's favorite band as well. So the rest don't know, huh? And then the next song is about Wind Up and how originally the meaning of it was like journalism, you know. Well, the Dear Dads fits the end of a world vibe a bit. So Wind Up vocal cover, the vocal cover Wind Up, well, has a lot of missed opportunities because I didn't know multi-tracks existed until just now. So I got the multi-tracks, and maybe I could do a remastered version of Wind Up next year for the second anniversary of the EP. Who knows? Wind Up is about like Dave Grohl being mad at journalism. Yeah, it was written by Foo Fighters. All right, Foo Fighters is also my favorite band. Yeah, same with Lucario's. Yeah, and Joel's. Okay, so basically, yeah, it's just like hope you never see me wind up. But at the same time, it's also a meaning of like the bullies like making me mad at the same time in my perspective, kind of like that. You know what I mean? So the next song, Ed Reader's verse, was originally, well, was another part of my imagination that became a song, and it was a great song. Originally, it was meant to be for the debut album again. Same with Break Me Down, you know, and Endgame. Kind of almost all the songs were originally meant for the debut album, except the songs like Kid Kat Monster, but like because they came out from our real life perspectives, kind of like this. All Alone was written by Lucario, only Lucario. All writing credits go to Lucario. So, and I that demo kind of sucked for her. that demo with me singing. But anyways, back to End of the Universe. Originally, General Jeffrey was gonna sing in there, but like General Jeffrey letting me sing it, all the vocal tracks. Well, and I took like a 15-second scream or a 16-second scream, whereas like, and it's also talk about science and then the end of the universe. Basically, that, yeah, basically it's just like the end of the universe. I was like, the entire world and the universe is dead, destroyed, and the bombs have exploded in the universe. Yeah. But Break Me Down has Lucario background vocals in it. Same with Wind Up vocal cover, which she sings in there as well. And the Chaos song, which she sings lead and background vocals secretly, somehow. Well, it's just multiple takes, you know? So, yeah, apparently the song Break Me Down, well, you know, was written, well, it's about how I imagine my crush and me destroy the evil, corrupt people, destroy the universe and the world, you know. But it's also a meltdown song about me having kind of like a meltdown, like breaking me down. And it's also the name of that song was taken from Linkin Park song Add One. So credits to that song. That was the inspiration. Yeah, like break me. That shout or the bridge is like so great that I made it into a song like based on that cool lyrics and you know rhythm. So yeah. Now the next song, Endgame, well, it's kind of a reference to Avengers Endgame. It was written by me and General Jeffrey and Sussy. Yeah, I wrote most of the lyrics and it's like I don't know what's happening. Is it how the secret imposter? Because like we were playing Among Us when he wrote that song. It was kind of a good idea, I guess. Yeah, and then yeah, you know what I mean. Kind of great. Yeah, yeah. I came up with a riff like, and then played it, and then you know that basically that I came up with the percussion, and then it's just done. And yeah, it's a great 2 minute headbanger. It could be in most rock concerts. Surprisingly, it's one of my favorite songs. Yeah, same. Yeah, yeah. It's because it's like screamy, shouty. Okay. The next song, "I'm Forever Away," is also written about how he's General Jeffrey's far away from his love at the time, and how I'm sometimes far away from my crush. um, some people may hear me or not, but like, yeah, it's just basically that. And the next song, "I Tried to Be a Friend," was also about my crush, I guess. Yeah, just acoustic song, which surprisingly became the most popular song in the EP. Don't blame me. Now the next song, well, yeah, the next song, "Monster," is about incidents and how monsters come in my closet in my imagination. Yeah, I was scared because I watched Mr. Incredible becoming uncanny. And now that one incident, I almost texted to her mother and not to my crush's mother and not to my crush myself. Maybe that's why she didn't come to like this year's birthday party, I guess. Oh well, I'm doomed. Now the next song, "All Alone," was written by Lucario. Don't know what was the main reason, but like kind of loneliness or something. So I ruined the vocal track, kind of because I sang too much, and that was not part of her imagination. So she just straight up deleted the vocal track. However, I kept a copy of it. So yeah, and then the next song, yeah, All Alone is also melodic. You know, the music video is very great to make because like you know, the music videos are also great to make because like it tells a story. Unlike the songs, it tells a great story and a journey that you cannot see, but like you can imagine it. But at the same time, you could use the videos to use it as a tool of your imagination, you know, of what goes next and what comes after. Because like Monsters music video shows how we escaped, and then the next morning in all the song All Alone music video is like we were still screaming our heads, and the monster Lucario, which turned out to not to be a monster, which is the Lucario, the big one, not the Lucario band member, was like, which she was sleeping, and then Rich Vixen comes in trying to kill her, that Lucario, and the big Lucario's pre-evolution, which failed. And then Lucario's son, which was yeeted earlier, was like, "Oh, look, a toy!" Like, so jokes, and not jokes at the same time, it's kind of sexual. Anyway, the next song, Kitka, is a personal song. You may know the song's meaning already because, like, if you read the lyrics carefully, you would know because by the title of this, you could tell that my old cat died. So basically, the instrumental was made before the vocals even came by. So some of the background vocals were recorded as a meltdown, like the ultimate sacrifice of my sanity, kind of like an Iowa that styled song. But then I heard the news of Sussie's cat died, and then mine and Lucario's cat died. Sadly, the 8th of August. And then the lyrics came by, and the whole vocals came by, and I cried. And then the next few minutes of silence were originally going to be the Through Pain song after that, but then the car took away because she didn't like that song. So then the Pet Contagious song came by, and it's also about my bullies. And no, pet, as in pet, the teacher's pet. You know what I mean? And then A-Mod, even though we're talking about A-Mod, is a B-side, which is about my friends almost say A-Mod, I think, during when they play tag or something. And I always hear it, and it's became a song in my head. Originally a B-side of a debut album, but it became a B-side of a Evil is an EP. Now the next song, Silence, Trying Silence. Well, Silence is the song's about being annoyed by too much noise again, kind of like chaos, and how it's just like annoying noises everywhere. Like you almost kind of like an autistic person's perspective of a noise thing that I saw on Professor Ouch thing, I guess. And that's what happened basically. That's my faults, you know. And so yeah, and the trying demo was like the history was like it's just me, Sussy, and Joel in the room, and Joel was a producer. Lucario wasn't there, no one was there, and it was just three of us like during 7 o'clock p.m. So I recorded 3 vocal tracks, 1 lead vocal track, and then the 2 background vocals. I recorded the lead guitar myself. Somehow it became stereo, and then Sussy played the drums. Maybe performing live, it's kind of the same process except Joel is in additional percussion, and some of my friends are in like some of the band members like in background vocal tracks, and that's all the song. Oh yeah, now some of the demos like I don't know. Some of the demos like Stop World War Three or maybe wait that's a song from that's a song from Rebels. My bad. Some of those songs like Crack, which was a demo for Continue, which Continue was originally meant to be. Continue and Distant were B-sides of the EP of Natural Poetry Volume 2, but then it became and it was released in that time, but then it was originally meant to be Evils Are Done. And there were a lot of vocal covers as well, like Inner Vision, like With You, and Yep. So that's the live stream. I hope you guys like it. Watch it in full so you can get context, and yeah, as long as it does, you don't comment in embarrassing things to me. All right. Bye bye. I hope you like it.